معروف. تعيين جديد وشرفنا بيه. أستاذ أكرم كلمنا مع راس
كبير المنطقة.
على راس أستاذ هفي كده نعرف
هذا واحد يذكرني تصير
كم يوم؟ 3 أيام؟ 3 days. عن مبادئ الايلتس مثلا وضوء النشاط نعرفه ان شاء الله مبادئ عامة. اوكي go ahead.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Good morning everyone and welcome to our new session for the IELTS. We welcome our colleagues, our principal, Mr. Jabir, our head of the department, Mr. محمدA. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about the IELTS. First of all, what do we mean by the word or by this abbreviation, IELTS? You can see here 5 letters. They refer to International English Language Testing Style. IELTS refer to International English Language Testing Style. النظام الدولي للاختبار في اللغة الإنجليزية. The IELTS is a very important test. Why? Because it helps students to join 2 universities, whether in Britain or in America. It is a very important test. هو اختبار مؤهل لانضمام للجامعات في أكبر الجامعات في بريطانيا وأمريكا. You have to do this test if you want to join to a university, whether in Britain or in America.
And I think the minister of the approved this. It's very crucial to
Yes, it is.
The IELTS really good, I think.
Yes, of course. It is here admitted by the British Council. It is admitted by the معتمد من British Council أو يعني المجلس البريطاني، فبالتالي يعني it is an admitted test واختبار معتمد دولي. The IELTS is divided into 4 sections. 4 أقسام. 4 sections of the IELTS. They handle the 4 skills of English. 4 مهارات اللغة الإنجليزية. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Listening, استماع. Reading, قراءة. Writing, كتابة. And speaking, حديث. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about one of these skills, which is speaking.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
But you could proceed without translating.
Okay. So, listen.
I know.
He speaks English well.
Mr.Loua, he speaks English well.
I didn't know very well. I didn't know very well.
Just
My mistakes.
no, it's not. It's okay.
Thank you.
He wants to get it from your
This text, as I said, includes the 4 language skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. And the marks will be from out of 9, from 0 to 9. From 0 to 9 marks. You will be evaluated. For example, if you get 6.5 marks out of 9, you are qualified to join to one of the universities in the UK. Or Britain. From 0 to 6.5. Yes, of course. But at least 6.5. 6.5 are qualified to join to Britain. One of the universities of Britain.
Australia 7.5.
Yes, 7 maybe for Australia and America. Australia and America, 7 marks at least. Okay? Now, we will deal with the speaking. There are some items to be tackled here with the speaking. IELTS speaking criteria and skills. We have 3 parts: problems and activities of speaking test, also problems and activities part 2, and the 3 problems and strategies. And part 5, review and resources. The speaking test. The test lasts between 11 and 14 minutes. This test lasts between 11 and 14 minutes. It's a one-to-one interview. So this test is mainly an interview. There are 3 parts of this test. Part 1, question and answer on personal topics. There are questions, they will be asking you questions, and you will ready to answer these questions. Part 2, unassisted short talk on a given topic, up to 2 minutes plus 1 minute preparation time. So you have 3 minutes in total. 3 minutes. 2 minutes for a short talk and 1 minute for mental preparation. You have to prepare mentally, of course. And part 3, a 2-way discussion on more abstract issues. The test is recorded, it should be recorded in case the test taker's performance needs to be remarked. So it will be recorded. The speaking criteria. The speaking criteria includes many items like fluency and coherence. This refers to the speed, the flow of words, the order and progression, the ability to link ideas and use language to form coherent, connected speech. This is the first skill you should be mastering. Lexical resources or words, the using of vocabulary. This refers to the range and precision of vocabulary with which meaning is expressed and attitude conveyed. It includes the ability to get around a vocabulary gap by expressing the idea in a different way. So we handle the fluency, we handle lexical items and or vocabulary. Now let's switch to the grammatical range and accuracy. You have to master, of course, grammar. This refers to the range of the structures available to the candidates and how accurately and appropriately he or she can use them. Assessment takes into account the length and complexity of utterances as well as the effect of grammatical errors on communication. The last item of these is pronunciation. Pronunciation, of course, you should have good pronunciation.
Is the accent?
Yes, the accent is. The accent, they don't focus mainly on the accent because, as you know, there are different accents. For example, the Indians, they talk their own accent. It's okay, they can pass this, but you have to be accurate. Okay, you have to give correct English.
What is Mr. Lexical resources here? Some interviews, the interviewer interviews. Now he used simple words.
Of course.
Also complex. For example, the interviewer puts in mind the second stage, the student already have grasped many lexical items in the second stage.
Of course, yes.
If the interviewer here insists on using very simple words, do they put into consideration this in grading them?
It depends, Mr. Because some people who apply for this test may have problems from especially the speaking test. Because maybe some lexical items, they can be difficult.
So I mean here, the student or the candidate should have used some complex words, not all the introduction, the interview here, he uses very simple words. I think in grading him, they will give him not fail, but the maximum grade here will not be good for the candidate.
Of course. After finishing these speaking criteria, let's let's talk about the required skills. What do you need to pass the speaking test? You should have self-confidence, of course, spoken coherence, producing ideas, the ability to approach questions from different angles, logical organization, and presentation giving. Part 1. Let's talk about the parts or the steps or the procedures of this test. The examiner will check candidate's name and ID. The first thing he will ask your name, about your name and your ID. Where do you come from, for example, what is your country, and so on. The examiner will ask questions on either work, study, or town test taker comes from their home.